Well, hello everybody, welcome to The Bridge. I'm WSAV's Natalie Hendricks. Okay, so you started off strong and now you're probably into maybe a couple of weeks. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about our New Year's resolutions. Well, gosh, are you ready to throw in the towel yet? Maybe you took on too much or you just simply can't stand the gym. Well, believe me, it's definitely too early to throw in the towel, and as always, WSAV's The Bridge is here to help. Why is it easy for some folks to stick to their New Year's resolution and hard for others?
You know, I think we already have such a big to-do list, right? Every day we have so much to do. How many times have you heard someone say there was more time in the day? Then we come into a new year and we have all these resolutions and we have to add more to that to-do list. So in order to make your New Year's resolution stick this year, don't expect too much too soon from yourself and set realistic, tangible goals so that you set yourself up for success, not failure.
Lifestyle expert Chelsea Cross has some great advice on what to do to keep on track when it comes to your resolutions, no matter what time of year it is.
So in order to not get overwhelmed, I really like to carve out my morning for a little me time. We don't take enough me time throughout the day. I like to reset and set the intention for the day with a hot cup of delicious McCafe coffee at home. And truly, just by sipping on that coffee, I feel happier and more optimistic. And then I take pen to paper, and every single morning I write out my daily to-do list with my priorities and top goals in mind to help me stick to those New Year's resolutions. And that daily to-do list is kind of like my guide and my spine throughout the day that allows me to stay on track. It allows me to remind myself of the intentions I set that morning, and also it really empowers me every time I get that big black Sharpie and cross something off my list. So what is that thing that you can create for yourself, that rhythm, that routine, that mantra in the morning that helps you create your intention for the day so that you don't throw in the towel and that you are accomplishing those New Year's resolutions?
And when those obstacles arise that try to throw you off track, Chelsea says getting back to what's important can be easier than you think.
We know that things are imperfect. We have to, admit that we are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. And bumps in the road and hurdles happen all the time. As an entrepreneur, I say the life of an entrepreneur is a roller coaster ride. So I always, just every time a bump in the road, comes my way, I truly just take a step back. I take a deep breath, and it's amazing what just doing deep breathing does for the body, for the mind, for the soul. And it immediately makes me feel a little bit more optimistic of, I can do this. I just have to be able to tell myself that I can do this.
You know, today is actually Ditch New Year's Resolution Day. It's the one day of the year that people actually end up giving up their New Year's resolution. And believe it or not, less than 10% of all people who end up making New Year's resolutions actually end up keeping them. That's hard to believe.